Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I am going to be doing, a review of About Face, which is the makeup brand by Halsey. I'm going to be 100% real with you, as I am always. I don't know why I said that. Just seems like a YouTube thing to say. I tried to film this video yesterday. I have been on a whole journey with this brand, which I'll get into as I go. But yes, it went a bit wrong. I got really stressed out yesterday. I was in a bad mood anyway. I wasn't feeling so well the last week. I feel fine now. I'm still a little bit blocked up here. I'm fine now though, don't worry, I'm all good. So I was trying these products, it was going really well, and then I came to the eye makeup. And I was trying these products for the first time, and oh my god, I hated them. But then, right, I stopped filming and I was like, okay, stop. Just fucking stop. And I was like, let me see what's going on here. Let me see how these products are used. So I went to the video Halsey done using these products. And then I watched Nikki tutorials do it. And they both did more of this artistic looking thing. And I tried so hard in my video to do a more, I guess, beauty, YouTube, Instagram acceptable look. And in Nikki's video and in Halsey's video, they just fucking, they went for it and they just did whatever they wanted. It was their, artistic interpretation of how to use this product. I was like, you know what? Let me not film it. Let me just sit here and try to play with these products. And I fell in love with them. It has been such a long time. For those of you who don't know, even though I say it in every video, I'm a professional makeup artist before I did YouTube. I've been doing it for about 13 years now, and I started off doing editorial. I would work on set, I would work for editorials, I would do fashion week, I would do private clients as well, I would do weddings, I would do everything like that. And I kind of lost the passion for it working in London. And those of you who are maybe just starting out in makeup and working in a big city would know there's a lot of working for free when you're trying to get into editorial. It's a very for a while it's very unrewarding until you see a credit or something like that. And I just kind of gave up on it after a while, and I got so bored of makeup. I don't know. I just kind of dropped out of it for a little bit. I went to work in Disney World and I came back and fell in love with makeup again, and have ever since. But it's been so long since I did editorial that I've been trying to do all this beauty look. Yesterday when I sat down and just used these products however I wanted, I kind of fell in love with an editorial aspect and artistry of makeup again. I do feel like what we see online is very artistic and it's another form of art using makeup. But when you're doing editorial, when you're on set, or when you've been given a brief by your key artist backstage, there's something really different about creating an editorial look. And artists, you might know, you probably are familiar as well with maybe doing something that's commission and then using your kind of free expression. It's kind of a similar feeling where you're like, okay, I want to just do whatever I want. I don't care if it's pretty. I don't care if it's something. And these products, I sat here and just had the best time. And I just really kind of fell back in love with makeup again. It wasn't bridal. It wasn't just going out makeup. It wasn't an Instagram cut crease. It was a painted mess. And I liked it. And I want to do something in between today. So good luck to me editing that. I just been speaking for ages. So I kind of want to balance that out today. I want to do something that is editorial mixed with Instagram-y, mixed with you can do this yourself at home if you want to and go out in it kind of makeup. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So let me just run through. Subscribe. Oh, a lot of people ask about my rings. I'll try and start linking them below, but sometimes I forget where I got them from. I'm going to do a little bit backwards. Usually I'll start on my eyes first and then move on to skin and then lips. But what I'm going to do today, I'm going to do my lips. No, I'm not. I'm going to do my skin. Then I'm going to do my lips and then we'll move on to eyes, because all these products I have are creams. So there's no kind of fall down happening or anything like that. So I don't have to worry about it interfering with my makeup. I've already primed my skin, and what I want to do first is to go in with the Light Lock Highlight Fluid. Now, when I used this yesterday, here's the bottle, by the way. It has a lid, but it's like a little I used this yesterday and really liked it. So I do have this sponge. We'll get into that later. For now, I want to apply this product so I get a glow from kind of like underneath and within my makeup. And then I'll use some on top, just like a normal highlighter. So I'm going to take this everywhere. I want a little bit more of a glow, and I'm going to be quite generous with it. I really want it to show through my foundation. Not that I'm going to be using like a full coverage foundation or anything, but I still want it to show nicely through. I'm going to have to take these rings off because they're reflecting the light and it's making my camera focus on the light and it's making everything look dark. Okay. So one thing I noticed about this product, which for me is a positive, I don't like glitter in my highlighter. As somebody with, you can kind of see I have quite textured skin here and quite textured skin on my nose where I have quite a lot of pores. Well, everyone has pores in the nose, but they're quite obvious, quite large pores, and texture in my cheek here. If I use a product that is glittery, when it catches the light sometimes or in pictures, you can see those individual pigments of glitter, and it doesn't help, you know, kind of smooth or give the illusion of a smoother skin surface. So I do like a highlighter that, can you see how it just catches the light as I move my face? No glitter, no individual pigmentation. It looks like healthy skin. So for my foundation, I'm just going to mix two colors together, and I'm going to go in with this. What's it called? Oh no, I threw away all the packaging yesterday. This is the About Face. I'll put everything on the screen anyway. Sponge thing. Now, this is, you'll see, I really like it. Just a heads up, I really like it. So one thing I really liked about this sponge, I forgot I had it yesterday when I started to apply my makeup, and I was using the brush, and I just noticed a lot of texture on my nose yesterday. Like, you know, sometimes you have those days, what's my hand doing? Have those days where your skin feels drier, it feels worse, it just feels like it's not going to cooperate with you that day. Yesterday for me was one of those days. I used a brush and I just noticed so much texture. So I went over with this and oh my God, it sorted everything right out. It feels really soft. It doesn't have like that kind of, you know, some sponges like this have that almost, waxy is the wrong word, but like slippy, silicone-y feeling. It's a lot more softer than that. I do tend to get on quite well with a lot of beauty, I would say beauty sponges, but I don't really like many. Like beauty blenders, like fine. And then the last one I kind of like fell in love with was the Blenderful, but this one really does feel like something else. It really has such a nice application and I can't explain it or think why. So let me tell you, when this brand first came out, I don't listen to music. I know that sounds really weird, but I haven't listened to music for a long time. I only become aware of music when it becomes really like popular, like songs, you know? And so when this brand came out and people were like, oh my God, Halsey has a brand coming out, I didn't rush to buy it. It's only because a lot of people asked me to that I thought I would review it. And then I didn't know who Halsey was. I knew the name, of course, and I knew when I listened to a song, I was like, oh, okay, that's who that is. Well, honestly, I don't listen to music. I listen to podcasts. The only time I listen to music is when I drive. And, you know, I listen to playlists like the best of 2000s. So it's been a long time since I discovered something new. I just love this texture it gives. And by the way, my lighting here is set up so you can see real skin texture, if that makes sense. So you're gonna see pores on my nose, you're gonna see whatever. I'm not trying to smooth out my skin in any way for you all. So when I went onto the website to buy the products, I was really surprised because I was like, this doesn't look very celebrity makeup-esque. Like I didn't feel like I was looking at who can we use as an example? Kim Kardashian stuff or Kylie Jenner stuff. I don't know. I'm not very impressed usually with Florence by Mills. I'm not impressed by celebrity releases. Very rarely am I impressed by them. The one that I love, of course, is Rare Beauty, Selena Gomez. Incredible, because the products are amazing. There's nothing really else to say. And I absolutely love that brand. But I went onto the website and it didn't feel like it. So I was like, oh, this is cool. This is really nice. It felt more artistic. It felt like I was looking at an art installation. So I absolutely love the textures of these products. I use the Urban Decay Hydromaniac foundation and the UOMA Beauty Woke concealer. I just hit my microphone, sorry. I absolutely love them. And this like sponge, it just kind of melts the products in together. Usually I have to work at it and I have to kind of blend it in with a brush a little bit, which I don't mind. That's makeup. but this just really helps melt all the products in together. I really, really like it. And I think I'm going to get a few more to use on myself because I'm lazy and I don't think I clean my brushes as often as I should. Never take my own advice, but okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the highlighter, which you can kind of see showing through. I'm just gonna apply it in the places where I want a really intense glow. And I'm gonna use it from the back of my hand again and then press the sponge into that product just so I can get a really defined application. And I kind of start from under my eyes right here. And then wrap it around my cheek, just on the top of my cheek, because that's where my skin kind of naturally catches the light. So if I was to go out wearing this highlighter, whenever I moved my face into the light, I'll get a really nice, like, natural shine and touch of a glow, you know? I'll take a tiny bit up to a brow bone also. And if this is a little bit too much for you, too much highlight, then of course you can absolutely powder those areas that seem a little bit more oily. So on the nose, the forehead, I just really, really like that highlight. I just think it looks like skin. It looks like really healthy skin. And the texture of it as well isn't like, with some of these liquid highlighters, some of them can seem quite oily or feel quite oily. This one feels a bit more like a serum in terms of it feels like it just becomes part of your skin. It doesn't sit on top. It doesn't leave a strange texture. Okay, talking about powder, I have the Light Lock powder right here. I haven't used these products yet. The lip products and this powder I haven't used, so we're new territory here. This is cute. I appreciate the packaging on this. How do you open it? Okay. Oh wait, it's a highlighter powder. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do first. Oh, I wish I knew that. I'm gonna mattify my face in some areas. So I'm gonna go just down the side of the nose here using a very light amount of powder, because I kind of don't want to ruin the texture too much. And then anywhere, I like to mattify anywhere where you can sweat a lot. So middle of the forehead here, around the nose and in these little bits. What are these? I don't know if I have a name. Like underneath the nostril. That's cool for me. I'm fine with that. So I didn't realize I had a highlighter powder. I must like not be able to read things very well. So let's try a little bit of that then. Let's go extra highlight, shall we? Yeah, it's fine. Here's the thing. If you're a matte person, if you like to look matte and you like your skin to be matte, then go for the powder. It still has a great highlight kind of payoff. I think he used a bit too much this side. If you like a nice glowy finish, then absolutely go for the liquid, because the liquid is something else. Very good. Okay, lips. I haven't tried any of these lip products yet either. So I have, this was the shade Light Lock, the Bliss. So I have one matte fixed lip pencil, and then I have a matte paint it lip color. Sorry, I'm dyslexic, and this writing is really difficult for me to read, so it takes me like a second to kind of get the words out. And then I have, did I buy 3? I did. The Light Lock lip gloss. I bought 3 of those. So let's try the glosses first, because I feel like they'll be easier to take off, and then we can try the matte lip color and the pencil afterwards. So this is such great heights. That looks really nice, like a rose gold, a little bit more on the golden side. Yeah, it's definitely like a menthol smell to it. Not like crazy, like plump your lips, those horrible glosses you can get that are just full of like, you know, the ones that sting your lips. It's a very soft menthol. Can't really taste it when you talk. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It looks like clear gloss, which is fine by me. Let's go and try the next one. And this is Prelude. This is kind of like a whitey silver. I don't know if it's going to come out after using the first one. They look kind of quite strong when they're in this, but when they're on, they kind of don't really look as intense. This is giving me, personally, kind of like freezing to death kind of a lip. I think I kind of like that. I think this will look great on top of another color. Imagine this in kind of like a peachy tone, like a frosted peach. I'm actually kind of warming to it though. I actually kind of like it. And then last we have Peyton, which is this. This looks more bronze to me, but more like copper bronze. So let's give it a go. I wonder how strong it's going to come out. I always think colors like this come out a lot more intense. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, I'm not crazy about it, but again, color preference, that's my color preference. Does it have a nice color? Yes. Does it suit me? Not really. Actually, I'm warming to it again. I'm kind of warming to it. These are so comfortable, by the way. It doesn't feel like there's anything on my lip at all. Yeah, I kind of like it. Yeah. This will look great again on top of a color similar, like a lipstick, or maybe on top of a nude, and to give it that metallic finish. Okay, so very mixed messages there. Gloss is very nice on lip, feels really nice. I think they'll work very nice. I keep saying nice, well, by themselves, but also as toppers to lipsticks. I think they're going to look incredible on top of some colors, and mixing everything together will look great. Okay, let's try this pencil and the. Oh, I need scissors. I don't really use lip pencil, so I'm not really sure why I purchased this in particular, but let's give it a go. Yeah, very soft, very smooth, really glides on the lip. I really like that. It feels pencil-y, but when it's like the texture on lip, it doesn't feel dry though. It doesn't feel as dry. I think on the back it said it had like vitamins in. C and E and moisture locking hyaluronic acid in the pencil. Nice. And then I think I got, I don't think I did I? Oh, I got the wrong thing. Oh, so it matches, and I, of course, didn't read. I need to, this is a lesson. I need to do more research. This is the matte paint lip color in Ask Nicely. I'm going to go on top. Yeah, that's really comfortable too. I'm just trying to ombre it with my pencil a little bit more because it was a little bit too bright peach. I hate lip color me. Feels really good, feels really comfortable. Went on incredibly smoothly and soft. Very pigmented. That's my one thing. You need a tiny, tiny amount. And I feel like the brush might apply too much. I'm gonna take this off and put the first gloss back on, and then we can move on to eyes. Well, so far I am incredibly impressed. So let's go on to eyes. So here's what I got for eyes. So I got the matte fluid eye paint. I got the white shade, the kind of like nudie shade. I was like, I can use this as a transition, and this deep navy blue. And then I got 3 of the shadow sticks. I got this kind of like, it's like a greeny, it's like a lime, but like, I guess brighter, a black and a white. Haven't used the white yet, don't plan on using the white at the moment. My thought process with the white in the matte paint was I can use this as a cut crease. My favorite cut crease product to use is the Makeup Revolution cut crease canvas because it dries and it sticks, not like an eye primer, definitely not like a concealer, like something drier. So I used these eye products yesterday without putting down an eyeshadow base first, which is what I would usually do with cream products. However, the matte cream traveled a lot. When you blend it, it travels a lot. So I do want to put down a base that is going to help grip a little bit more. So I don't believe there's an eyeshadow base as part of the initial launch. So I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Putty Primer as normal. Okay, so what I want to do is quite like a regular shape, I guess, but I want to take it quite high up. So let's start first with the blue. This is shade Lost Unfound. And it's very deep. You can see it's a really deep shade. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit on the back of my hand there. Now, a little goes a long way with these products. They are insanely pigmented. So I'm going to work a little bit at a time. I might have to speed through some bits of this, but I'm going to do a shape that I quite like to make. I'm just going to apply a little bit of this on the inside corner here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it just a few moments to kind of dry out and set. Yesterday I was using them a little bit more wet and they kind of just went like, I felt like I didn't have as much control as I would like from them. So by leaving them to kind of set for a second, they kind of dry down a tiny, tiny bit. And you can gain a little bit more control back that way. But if you want to create looks that are more like fluid and a little bit more artistic, then absolutely go ahead and start like, well, use them like paints. But if you haven't used cream products before, I would definitely recommend letting them settle for a moment. I'm not gonna worry about being too like tidy or anything. It's gonna be really artsy. I think I saw somebody mention that these shadows stain a little bit, but I do have to say when I removed them yesterday, it was very easy. They are long lasting, but if you're using like an oil based remover, like you should with like eye products that stain or are long lasting, it came off super easy. I had no issue with it at all. So since we're being a bit more artistic, I don't mind that like occasional patchiness. Looks a little bit more like brush strokes and paint strokes. So I'm actually gonna take a little bit more of that because it's dried on my hand now. And I'm gonna mix in the white with that blue because I want a really bright blue. So I'm just gonna mix. I took a bit from the blue and put it into the white just so I can control, because the blue could be quite overpowering, just control how much I was using. And then I wanna put it, I think like here. I'm not worrying too much about symmetry. Again, I want it to look a bit more like painted. So now what I want to do is use this pencil. This is the Shadowstick in Acidic. It says pearly on it, but I wouldn't say it was pearly in any way. Oh, I guess it is a little bit. And I want to fill that in the middle. I'm just going to go like crazy with it and just like full on. Don't care if it's mixing with the other product. I'm just going to take it up here. I want it to look like someone just got a paintbrush and was like, here you go, do this. I'm just going to grab my finger and just tap on those edges. I'm going to let that settle a little bit and then go on top again to add like a bit more colour. Okay, let's take the white, just a pure white, and I want to go kind of like around my eyebrow. Not like around the whole thing, just underneath. I just want to add a bit of white, like here. Okay, so I'm going to take the black stick. Why do I keep forgetting what we're called? Shadowstick. This is the shade Kill the Lights. And I'm going to shade in all these corners. And I'm just going to use the black to line under my eye. And right on that inside corner, I'm going to take this colour. Why am I forgetting the names and I've just used them? Acidic. Really push that on there. I'm going to take a tiny bit of a white and I'm just going to, where that kind of greeny shade is, I want to, not too much, I want to brighten that so it's almost like neon. So I'm just going to mix the white in. So I'm just going to give it like a white base. And then go back over with the, why do I keep forgetting the name? Acidic shade. And I'm just going to use the black as a liner. Is that everything? I think that's everything I have. There were no lashes on the website, again, unless I completely missed them. But Sample Beauty very kindly sent me some of their eyelashes. Handmade vegan silk. That's cute. Limited edition 5-piece set of handmade, yeah. So let's try these. I want to try ones right on the bottom. Is that too much? Okay, so this is my look using the About Face brand. That's a collection, but it's a whole brand. Yeah, I'm extremely happy with all the products. The eyes, the products kind of, I'm like, I'm still like not quite there with the textures, but it was nice to just kind of throw it on, smudge it with my fingers, have like a nice time kind of creating something that isn't completely typical like beauty, you know? Although it's not 100% editorial either, it still has like a beauty shape. The highlighters are fantastic. The lip products, beautiful. The sponge thing is so boring, but this is like something that wins me over. I absolutely love that product. The way it applied the foundation to my skin, concealer, highlighter, made everything just look seamless and like it was part of my own skin. It's an overall impressive brand. I really do like it. It'll be very interesting to see what they bring out next. Maybe some complexion products, maybe some eyebrow products. Let me know what you think of the products below. Let me know if you have tried these products also and what you thought. Let me know if you haven't tried these products. If you will you, won't you? Who knows? Let me know below. Thank you so much for joining me. Please consider subscribing if you want to, and I will see you very soon. Bye.